we doing with it today? You woofing, man.
I'm thinking probably like a mid fade.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Maybe like 3.5 on top.
Bet. Keep the
good.
beard, shape it up. You want me to clean it up a little bit?
Yeah, definitely
Gotcha.
clean it up.
Bet. We gotta get you together. How many months it's been?
It's been like 3. Yeah, you count it.
We about to get it together.
Count it.
Let's get it. YouTube, what's good? As you can see, my client is in rough shape. We're gonna get him together. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. My name's Ford. Let's jump straight into it. So I'm gonna start this haircut off by combing his hair out just to lift all his waves up so we can cut it down to its real length. I got my 3.5 blade with my detachables, and just watch this. Look at how satisfying this is. It's like shaving a sheep. Like cutting sheep hair down. Super satisfying. I'm kind of avoiding his front hairline because it cuts patchy. You guys will see later on in the video. If you guys remember, this client actually had curly hair. I'm gonna show a picture on the screen. That was last summer. We cut his curls off. He used to get like braids and stuff. And he usually just gets a taper, but today he wanted to try something new. We're gonna debulk. I believe this is my 5 guard. And we're gonna get ready for the fade. So I got my 0 blade on there. This is equivalent pretty much to a trimmer or your lever closed. It's kind of like in between that. We're gonna clear all this out. We're gonna start the fade process. I'm gonna drop it in the back just a bit. He has a square head. I think tapers fit him better, but he wanted to try a fade, so I suggested a lower to mid drop fade. You can give your professional opinion, but at the end of the day, it's what the client wants. He was looking for a new look. He was tired of the tapers. I could tell his hair grows very fast. He probably gets annoyed with it. This is actually the haircut I rock too. Just a clean mid fade. We're gonna start the fade. We're gonna go up about 1/2 inch. This is equivalent to your lever open. Now I got my 1 guard. Lever is fully open. I have my wall magic clips. And I drop down under that, just clear it out, move on to the next step, which is the 2. I don't like being too textbook. You can fade how you want. This isn't a video to teach you how to fade. This is a video to relax you and to entertain you, to show you what being a barber is like. So, to finish up the side of the fade, we're gonna clear up this bottom guideline. As you can see, his beard needs some work. We're gonna do some sculpt work with his beard, some light sculpting, nothing too crazy. And we're gonna give him a complete makeover. He's gonna look like a completely different person by the end of this video, so stick around. So as you can see, the fade on this side is pretty much done. It's blurry. It's not too high. As you can see, it has a nice gradient effect. We're gonna hit it with some clip over comb. And we're just gonna repeat that same process. Repeat that same process in the back. Be a little generous in the back though, because hair fades differently in the back. That's why a lot of times you'll see someone on the street with a clean fade, but you look at the back of their head and it's kind of like the fade isn't blended right. Because the barber didn't treat the back of his head differently than the sides of his head. You have to fade it differently. So do the same thing, but kind of be generous. Stretch out your guidelines like how I did right here. And look at that, it's that simple. This side, same thing. Check out his corners, they're kind of light. I'm gonna show you how to kind of avoid that. during the shape up process. So same thing, one guard, drop down, close it, 2, 3, and then back to the 1. Let's get it. Simple, man. I feel like tutorials, they were jumping back in, 2018, but now people just want to be entertained. They just want to, you got to shift with the times, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know if you guys are enjoying the new content that I'm putting out. Shout out to my editor, man. So we're going to start the shape up. I'm going to wet his hair a bit and just go right in. He got bangs, so we're kind of just making a rough draft. So you see that light area? Because his bangs, we're just basically gonna act like it's not there. Kind of like curve it upwards, but still make it straight. And it just works itself out. Look at that. We are gonna add enhancements. So just notice how I'm like pointing the blade different directions. It's tricky when you're working with bangs like this, thick hair like this, especially when it's like straighter. I'm using my Tomb 45 enhancements. Any purchases for Tomb 45 or for any other Stylecraft, Gamma, all that. I got all the codes in my description below. The 4th can, code the 4th can. After you spray the enhancements, I like to go back and like detail. So notice how I'm spraying it, then combing it back down so it can lay over it, and then reshaping it up. You might even have to blow dry it because sometimes it's a little wet, but Tomb 45 pretty much sprays a bit dry. So now to tame his wild beard, we're gonna fade it in first before we sculpt it. And I'm not taking that fade too low, but I'm also not keeping it too high. So I'm gonna begin shaping the back of his beard up, and then his mustache, and then under his neck. As you can see, this is crazy. Basically had to create a jawline, honestly. I think I even made a joke. That's why we was laughing. This side, same thing. Following that line all the way through, you want to have your client sit up straight so that that line can appear, to its true, length. This side, same thing. We're just going to fade his beard in. And we're going to shape up the back. Now we're going to start on the front of his beard and sculpt it. So we didn't want too much off. We just got the loose hairs, nothing crazy. We're gonna hit it with the shavers, and then we're gonna detail those vertical bars. His vertical bars kind of like grow backwards, if that makes sense. So it's a bit tricky. Shout out Easy Blade. Codes on the screen. 10% off. Go get it. Detailing his lineup. This is how my client came in. This is how he's leaving, man. That's not even the same person. That's not the same person. Look at that fade. Oh, man. Sheesh. New to the channel, subscribe. It's 4. I'm out. Peace.